Hello everyone, my name is Rajat and I am data analyst intern at Eagletfly Solutions. So today in this tutorial we are going to study about MySQL, which is an introduction to database. So first of all, let's see the objectives of today's session. We'll be seeing how to read and write data definition grammar of SQL, read and write data modification statements such as insert, update and delete, read and write some basic select from where queries and use some aggregate functions. Then let's look at introduction of MySQL. MySQL is a structured query language based on relational database management system. MySQL is compatible with standard SQL and MySQL is frequently used by PHP and Perl. Commercial version of MySQL is also provided, which includes the technical support. So let's look at the domain types in SQL. The first type is varchar, variable length character string with the specified maximum length, and integer data type, integer, a machine dependent finite subset of the integers. Then we have small int, a small integer which is a finite subset of integer. Then we have floating point number with the total number of digits denoted by m and the number of digits following the decimal point d. Then we have double precision floating point number, which is double with m comma d, uh, which is m is the total number of digits and d is the number of digits following the decimal point. Now let's look at how to create a database in MySQL. And SQL relation is defined using the create database statement. We just need to write create database, then after the database name. For example, create database, my database. In this case, my database is the database name. Then let's look at how to create a table in MySQL. And SQL relation is defined is using the create table command. You just need to write create table, thereafter table name. Each a is the attribute name in the table and each t is the data type of values for a. For example, create table student, a table with the name student will be created in the database. Then we have flashline id followed by its data type, which is character. 9 is the maximum length and notlet describes that its value cannot be null. We need to specify some id while inserting the values into the table. Then we have name varchar 30, which is the maximum length we can input in the name, age integer, department with a data type of varchar with maximum length of 20. Then we have flashline id as the primary key, which means that there will be unique flashline id for each of the student in the table. Now let's look at the how to drop and alter a table. The drop table command deletes all the information about the dropped relation from the database, and the alter table command is used to add the attributes or remove attributes from an existing table. For example, order table, table name, then what actions need to be done with the table, where actions can be one of the following: the alter table, table name, add attribute, drop attribute, add a primary key to an attribute, and drop a primary key. Then we have modifying the database. There are three basic cases which we can modify the database. First is add a tuple, insert into table name, thereafter values. Then we have update table name, set, which is the changed value and where we need to set the changed value, remove tuples, delete from table name, where tuple selection predicate that from where we need to delete the content from the table. Then we have insertion, that how to insert data in our table. Add a new tuple to the student, which student is the table name which we have described in the previous slide. Insert into student values, or equivalently you can write insert into student. You can first describe the columns in your table, or directly you can write the insert into student values. Directly you can write the values, or first you can describe the column names in your table. It's your choice. Then we have add a new tuple to the student which age set to null, which means that insert we need to write insert into student, thereafter values, which means that in our first case we have write the age as 18, and to set the age null of a student we need to describe null, and the age will be null of that particular student. So there are, let's look at how to update. Set all department to computer science. Update student, set department is equal to computer science. So where the department is anything else except the computer science, so the department will be set to the computer science for all of the students. For example, if you have banking data, so in the banking data we have account number, balance, branch name and branch city. We want to increase the balances of all the accounts by 6%. So we need to write update student, update account, sorry, set balance is equal to, we need to multiply balance into 1.06, which means that we are multiplying it by 106%, which is 6% increase in the base value. For then we have delete, how to delete the records. Delete records of all the students in the university. We need to write truncate table student. It will delete all the records from a table and delete the students who study computer science. Delete from student where department is equal to computer science, so students who are studying the computer science uh, who are studying the computer science, which will be deleted from the table student. And then we have the select clause. Unlike pure relational algebra, SQL does not automatically remove duplicate tuples from relations or query results. To eliminate duplicates, insert the keyword distinct after select. For example, find the name of all the students in the university and remove duplicates. We need to write select distinct name from student. Then let's look at the aggregate functions which are available in MySQL. Aggregate functions operate on multi-set of values of an attribute and return a value. We have average, which returns the average value, minimum returns the minimum value, maximum of attribute returns the maximum value, then sum of the attribute returns the sum of all the values in the particular column, then count of the attribute returns the number of values in the column. To obtain the value when duplicates are removed, insert the keyword distinct before the attribute name. Average distinct attribute, it will show the average of the distinct values of the column. Then now let's look at the installation of MySQL. MySQL and GUI client can be downloaded from the mysql.com/downloads, and you can continue to download by clicking this link. MySQL GPL downloads, you need to click on this, and after that you need to click on MySQL installer for Windows. Then download the MSI installer of size 431.7 MB. After downloading the installer, the installation tutorial for MySQL is complete. And for further installation instructions, a link will be given in the video's description, so you can see the all the steps included in the installation. So thank you so much for your time. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.